So I was just thinking the other day, going down memory lane on different experiences and times in my life, and particularly the times when I have been single versus been in a relationship. And I'm gonna just be real. A lot of the relationships I have experienced have been karmic. I had to go through some healing. I had to be exposed to some things so that I could see the truth about some things in my life. But what I have come to realize is that more so when I was single and I was just doing my own thing, I was able to accomplish more. I was able to thrive. I was able to get more done. And it's not to say that I didn't enjoy being in a relationship. It's not to say that I don't feel like relationships are beneficial, because I feel like a relationship is what you make it. And it's a matter of if you both are building each other up, encouraging one another, have your goals, and continuing to be productive with the relationship. And a lot of times that's not the case. It's like either your personal goals may take a hit because you're putting more energy into the relationship, or the relationship is taking a hit because you're putting more energy into your own personal goals. And it's a matter of finding that balance. But I say all this to say that I feel like that's the number one key and way to find out whether or not something is really beneficial for you, whether or not a connection is really serving you. How much are you able to accomplish while you're with that person? That speaks volumes. Do you notice if your drive is increasing or your drive is going down? Do you notice if your inspiration is rising or if your inspiration is diminishing? You know, and a lot of times the reason why your drive is more, or at least for me, when I'm by myself, is because there's nothing that's pulling on my energy. When you're by yourself, you got more time to focus, you got more time to be in tunnel vision, you got, everything aligned for you without any distractions, unless you allow yourself to be distracted. But that's the number one way to find out, what's real versus what's fake. The relationship is either going to take you somewhere that's healthy, or it's going to lead you to a decline, you know, and you can tell that by the way that you're showing up for you, your health, your well-being, and your energy level. So analyzing all those things can tell you whether or not that person is an asset to your life or they are a liability. Whether they are someone that you are absorbing goodness from or someone that is sucking you dry. And I ain't talking about in a good way, all right? But they are like, they're removing your essence slowly but surely, you know? So naturally, the key is to find someone that are just as inspirational and can keep that drive and that focus going, and as much as the spark in the connection. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. And so I'm waiting one day, hopefully, on a connection where there's a shared drive, inspiration, motivation, self-care, love, health, all of the factors, because that I feel like is sensational.